All right. So in our previous discussion, we look at allodial title. In fact, all this while we are preparing ourselves for the exams. So we don't look at the entire topic. However, we look at the salient points, the ones that we need in order to tackle our exams questions accordingly. So with all due respect and with all due diligence, from allodial title, we are coming to customary tenancies because these are the ones that are under our contemplation. So before then, we ended on allodial title, of which we spoke about the latter part, which is ways at which one could lose allodial title, or ways at which allodial title could be lost. And we said that we have to use GASCA in order to be able to recall all this. GASCA is there, of which G stands for gift, gifting it out to someone. So it could be a gift from stool to stool. It could be a gift from stool to stool. So when you're explaining it, then you say it could be a gift from stool to stool, or a stool to a family, or a stool to an individual, or a stool to a state. So that is gift. Then we have what is called conquest. If land could be acquired by conquest, then it could be lost also by conquest, where the conqueror obtains the land of the vanquished. The conqueror obtains the land of the vanquished or of the conquered. So that one is the conquest. And then under that, you can get a case like Owusu versus Manchi of Labadi.
Yeah.
Yes, Owusu versus Manchi of Labadi. That one also is there. Owusu versus Manchi of Labadi. Then we come to acquiescence. Acquiescence, the land belongs to you. And then someone is taking it, but you are sitting there unconcerned. I don't want to bring something in, but the land that we bought at Takoradi, if we had not acted so fast, the landowner would have lost the land. For 18 years, your land is there. Someone is living on it. And you are unconcerned. You go there, you go and look at the land, you leave, you go. The person has now established something small. Some bamboo building, wood building, and then from there, the person was building gradually. The person has built kitchen, toilet. The person has built gradually. 18 years. Your land is there. So I knew within me that if we try to send this issue to court, the woman will lose the case. So you have to try to do some katashi. It belongs to me. If go and you don't want to go, you don't want to go. Let us go and do the search. Go and do the search. You see that my name is on it. Because you don't know the law. So go, you don't want to go. Then we go for bulldozer to come and clear the land. And then we bring blocks and everything on it. We have cleared it. So wherever you want to go.
So after clearing and he goes to court.
If you go to court, we come. we know. We as law people, we know that we have done mistake. But you see, do it 50-50. You can't just let the person take it. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
Do something when the person is able to send it to court. But remember that the person cannot also send it to court. Because the person knows in mind that no, this one doesn't belong to me. But the person doesn't know the law.
But assuming the person were you, who knows the law?
That's why me too, I send it to court. Acquiescence. You come there. But remember, if me too, I'm the lawyer for the woman, I will know what to say. I will say that I gave him permission to use it for this 18 years after that. Then I come. I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
So you say that, but he has been coming there for 18 years. He has not. You say, oh, But I'm the one who gave you the permission to use it for 18 years, for this while. And then you came to me that I should let you raise something small so that you can sleep there. And I told you, yes, you can raise it, but remember not to raise something big so that when I'm clearing the land, I can clear it.
Case closed.
Case closed. So that is how it is. So acquiescence. Someone is taking the 10, it is yours, but you look like unconcerned. Now that it has been fully taken, you want to come for it. The court will become reluctant to take it for you. And then Gaska. What else? Gaska.
So I think we finished. The sale
We
is
have
okay.
abandonment. Abandonment is like you have thrown it away. You don't want it again. Possibly you went to northern region. You went there because of your wife. No, it's not you. Someone. Possibly someone went there because of his wife. Stayed there, was doing everything together. And possibly some of the cultures over there, the person said, I can't follow these cultures. And then the people said, then we have banned you from this place. Or the person says something uncalled for, something that the person never thought of. Or let me say, some unfortunate something has happened to the person. The person said, I'll go back. I'll go back to my hometown. And the person will leave the land that he has acquired, the building and everything there. So abandonment, you don't come back to it. Acquiescence, you want the 10, but someone is taking it. Later on, you want to come and claim it. Abandonment, you have left it.
So the abandonment in law, how many years should it take?
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't need even years. You don't want it. You are the one who doesn't want it. So you have abandoned it. So it means you have lost it. I don't know whether you are getting it.
So assuming, let's say,
it is not someone sitting somewhere who is saying you have abandoned it. Remember, you are talking about how a lawyer title could be lost. You,
be lost.
the lawyer title that you are saying have abandoned it.
Abandoned it. Okay.
So don't look at it from the perspective of someone seeing you that, oh, you have abandoned it. No. You yourself says have abandoned it. So you have lost it.
Okay.
So deep within you, you know that you have abandoned it. So you have lost it. And then you have compulsory acquisition subject to Article 20. Government acquiring it. So that one also is the like I told you, we have the statute of limitation, which is the adverse possession. You can add that one to it. Subject to Section 10(1) of the Limitation Act 1975. When you leave the land, you leave it there for 12 years. So like the abandonment, you leave it there 12 years. You haven't come back to it. Someone has taken it. And now you want to come and take it. Say, oh, I didn't abandon it. I'm not coming back for it. This is not me that day, somewhere where me. You have lost it. Okay, customary tenancy is a lot too. It's a lot, Papa.
That is why I suggested that we look at because this one is too plenty.
Customary tenancy.
Okay. We can look the renewal clause. It's not many.
Okay. Let me add something to it because I've projected it. I've done recording also on top of it. So
okay, all right.
But you see, it's not all of them that are necessary. Customary tenancy falls under Section 7. Remember, is the last part.
Yes.
Section 7. And then we are saying a customary tenancy is an interest in land which is created by contract. That's the word. At the moment you're able to know this, then you're good to go. By contract. It is created by contract. So where a stool, a skin, or a clan or family which holds the allodial title, or a person who holds a customary law freehold or a usufructuary interest enters into, so it could be the ones we have discussed: allodial title holder, usufructuary interest, common law freehold, customary law freehold. If the holders of these people enters into a contract with someone, then it becomes customary tenancy. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
So, when any of these title holders enter into a contract, enters into an agreement with another person to grant that other person an interest in land upon agreed terms and conditions. It may involve the payment of rent, the sharing of the produce of farm, or the physical partition or severance of the farm or land. Then customary tenancy comes in. Under the customary law, a tenancy is an interest which a stranger may acquire in land, and which a member too may acquire from another member, or another member from this community. Don't forget this one. When I was in my village, I used to see them a lot. People, you see, the nordness will come down. Forgive me for using this one, but that was what I was witnessing. It doesn't mean I'm trying to be ethnocentric. You see, the nordness, me too, I'm a nordner too. You see, the nordness will come down. The nordness will come to Ashanti region. When they come to Ashanti region, sometimes they you said?
I said Ebunu Ebusa.
Ebunu Ebusa, and they come for someone's land and then they work on it and then they share. So that's how it is. I remember my mom took our stool land, our town stool land, and did cocoa on it, and then they divided it. My aunt also took a land and then did orange farm on it, orange plantation, and they divided it. That's the customary tenancy. At the moment you get to know this, then you're good to go. It is being created whereby allodia title holder, usufructuary, all those ones above enter into a contract or agreement with someone. The person could either pay rent. Please get to know the terms. So it's a rent. The person could either pay rent. So that is how it is.
So what would be the major or the main difference between the customary tenancy and then the customary law freehold?
Hey, you are bringing big issues here. When you bring this one, it means we have to go and, you see, don't forget that what we are doing specifically, we are not doing a class.
Yes.
We are looking at, we are tackling the exams. I hope you are getting it.
Sometimes
I have done recorded. No, the issue is I've done recorded lessons on all this.
Okay.
I don't know whether you knew I was doing classes for some of the students.
No.
Oh wow. I've been teaching some of the students. Right? You see, some of them are most of them are not joining because I taught them the beginning of the semester.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I was doing classes. I do law classes. I've been doing it. I do it for some will be joining from Legon, some will be joining from UCC, and then your place. And then so I was the beginning of the semester. You said?
Online.
Yes, please, online.
Oh, okay.
Second semester we'll be doing it, but let's focus on what we have at hand. I think we are here to achieve something.
Great.
Okay. So specifically anyway, if you are talking about okay, anyway, I had wanted to add my voice, but let me forget it and move on. Okay, all right. Customary law. It is about a transaction under customary law. A transaction. How should I put it? Okay. Here you buy it. I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
So under the customary law, you buy it under the customary transactions. Customary transactions is like you go with SNAP, you go with witnesses, you go with, I hope you are getting it. That is customary law freehold. This one, you have bought it. But customary tenancy, you have rented it.
Okay.
So that is the clear difference between them. Okay, so let's move on. But the principle is that there cannot be any customary tenancy of a building. So please, you have to get to know that. Now, terms that you shouldn't forget, or terms you should be using. Number one is tenant. Here is tenant. The person using the land is a tenant. If the person using the land is called a tenant, then what do you think the landowner will be? I have even said it. So that is how it is. The person who is using, so be using tenant, landowner or landlord, the landlady, tenant, landlord, landlady. I hope you are getting it. So when you explaining customary tenancies, the first thing, I think we have explained it. It is being created under agreement or a contract. So we are saying that over here, a stranger may acquire land, and also a member also may acquire land from any of this: allodia, usufructuary, the rest. It confers upon a tenant a right to occupy and use the land for a specified purpose for an indefinite period or for a fixed period, so long as the tenant continues to observe and performs the terms and conditions. I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
So, and perform the terms and conditions upon which it was let into the possession originally. So that is how it is. That's the principle. If you are willing to go by, it is a contract. So if it is a contract, pacta sunt servanda, a contract must be respected. So far as, or as long as you continue to obey the terms of the contract, then it will be in your possession. It will be in your possession. It will be in your possession. So far as you continue to protect the terms of the contract, then it will be in your possession. And then we are saying that the consideration in customary tenancies, consideration is the price. They are mostly in kind. In kind. Because remember, it was customary. So it was in kind. But after the introduction of money, say money. Now money is everything. So now money also has become part. But ideally, it was in kind. It was in kind. It was in kind. You have there are two types of customary tenancies in Ghana. You have tenancies for consideration, and you have gratuitous tenancies. Tenancy for consideration, and then we have gratuitous. The one that the person is giving to you for money, and the one that the person is giving to you for adoye, as a kind, something that is doing to you to help you. So that is how it is. And then remember what I said. Consideration. Remember, it is customary tenancy. Tenancy is like customary agreement. So if it's an agreement, you can either pay for it or not. You can either pay for it. When you are paying, it is tenancy for consideration. If you are not paying, it's gratuitous tenancy. When you are paying, you can pay with money or in kind, with cash or in kind. So understand this. When you are paying, could either be in cash or kind. If it is in cash, whereby you give out the money. If it is in kind, then abunu abusa. Get to know the principles.
Oh, okay.
The types. There are two types of customary tenancies in Ghana.
Abusa will be under gratuitous tenancies.
Gratuitous. The person is just giving it to you. So you farm on it. You chop everything on it. That one we don't care. That one is not a big deal. The person has given it to you, so you are eating on it for free.
Oh, okay.
As long as you continue. Please, the principle is that as long as you continue to fulfill the terms and conditions of the agreement. Because customary tenancy is an agreement. So as long as we continue to fulfill. Some stools give out the land and they said, if you could serve our stool. So as long as the person continues to serve the stool, then the person can eat on the land. If you renounce the stool, then you take it out from your hand. That one also is there. So the types, we have tenancy for consideration. You have gratuitous. For consideration, we have in cash, we have in kind. You are paying. You can pay in cash, you can pay in kind. So we pay in cash whereby the money. We pay in kind whereby we are using the produce of the farm. If you're using the produce of the farm, that is the abunu abusa.
Okay.
I hope it's clear.
Yes.
But in our traditional settings, customary tenancies are mostly granted for agricultural purposes. So that is how it is. So at the moment you are able to talk about this stuff, then you're good to go. You have customary tenancy, you have seasonal tenancy. This one, you see that, customary tenancy, you have seasonal tenancy. You can decide not to explain. Seasonal tenancy, you move on. Seasonal tenancy, you move on. You have annual tenancy, you can mention them. Annual tenancy, you move on. You can decide not to explain. The ones that are not part of your focus, you just mention them and then you move on.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how it is. And then we go to the Abusa and the Abunu, the traditional view. Abusa. The Abusa tenancy arises when the owner of uncultivated virgin, listen, Abusa, the owner of an uncultivated virgin land grants it to another person to cultivate and to share the produce of the farm with the landowner. Abusa, you haven't done anything on the land. It is a forest. And you have given it to the person. The person is the one who is going to reduce the forest, plant the crop, buy herbicide, pesticide, and everything. If that be the case, then it's Abusa. You, the owner of the land, you take only 1/3 because the person's effort has gone into it.
Yeah.
But there are some arrangements where the landowner will be giving you all pesticides, herbicides. The landowner has already reduced the land and then he's giving it to you for you to come and plant crops. And then as time goes on, he keeps on providing you herbicides and insecticides. Sometimes he buys you cutlass. Then that one is Ebunu.
Yeah. 50-50.
You divide, yes, 50-50. Because the owner of the land, the landlord, so we'll be using the appropriate word. The landlord has also contributed. So that is how it is. So that is the principle. You should understand the principle. So the tenant, which is the farmer, at his own expense, clears and cultivates the tract of the virgin forest land that is allocated to him by his landlord. The tenant, which is the farmer, gives the landlord 1/3 of the produce of the land to the landlord. This system is normally used in the cultivation of cocoa and other cash crops. So it is a virgin forest. You have given it to me to work on it. You get 1/3. You have some cases, Kofi versus Ray, see the rest. Quickly, let us look at Abunu.
Please, I'm taking. I wanted to take the cases.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Then we have Abunu. Abunu, a person who has already cultivated his farm, hands it over to another person, whether a stranger or not, to plant and maintain it, and to share the proceeds in equal shares. Abunu. This is Abunu. Or where the owner of land gives financial assistance to the tenant to make the farm and the landlord's land and to share the produce of the farm in equal shares. So the landowner also could be providing financial assistance. Abunu. So there are principles that must be understood. Abunu means it shall be shared equally. All right. And then we are saying that we have the modern view of the Abunu. Abunu, the modern view is whereby the parties, in as much as the traditional view is that you have to divide it into two. The Abunu, the modern view is that it is a contract. So you can sit down and say, okay, well, still I will provide you the materials, but I will take 1/3, you take this. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
But we are saying that the situation whereby the parties refused to agree on such express terms, then the traditional view will prevail.
Okay.
So these are some of the cases. But I'll project some of them for you. Lamte Elias Nkpa versus Fanye. Lamte Elias Nkpa versus Fanye. The Supreme Court, by a majority decision, ruled that the question whether or not Abusan or Abunu tenancy created depends on the agreement between the landlord and the tenant. So it depends on the agreement.
Mm.
Depends on the agreement. So that is how it is.
Okay.
So that is customary tenancy. Customary tenancy. We are done.
Thanks be to God.
We are done. The rest are plenty chaff. If I'm teaching, then I will teach that. License, building license, and those ones. But for exam's sake, you need only this.
Okay.
Creation of tenancies. So by contract, that's all. By implication of law. So you can also talk about that. Creation of tenancy by contracts, by application of law, creation of tenancies by contracts. The parties must negotiate and agree on the terms of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't agree on it, you use implied terms, implication of law. Implication of law. They will look at your conduct.
Mm-hmm.
We look at your conduct, and then the court will infer from it. That is it. So,
great.
by implication, by contract, the two of you agreed, and you start on it. By implication of law, court uses law to imply. And then by inheritability, some people also inherit. The father was a tenant, and then the father died. Then he will say that, okay, my father was the one who was taking care of the cocoa. Now that he is dead, I was standing. The case of Akofi versus Racy, 1957, 2 West Africa Law Report, page 257. So creation of tenancies. By implication of law. This one is there. So by implication of law, by inheritability, by inheritability, Kofi versus Racy. By alienability, sell it from there. By irrevocability, termination of customary tenancies. So you see, we have defined it with cases, what it entails, what it does not entail. We have come to how it is created, and then we are going to how it is going to be terminated. Don't forget, it's the same thing that applies to Alodia. Allodia, we analyze it, how it was acquired or created, how it was terminated. These are the three things you're going to use on the interest, registrable interest. What is it? How is it gotten? How is it lost? I hope we are getting it.
Yes.
So
I think this revision, your regular students must experience it too.
you said,
It's different from the normal class, because when they pick out the important areas like this, the significant areas, it is important that they hear.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't turn up. Somebody just dropped the link on our platform, and then I decided to follow.
Wow. Wow, I see.
So, sir, good evening.
Yeah, evening, yeah.
Please, I wanted to find out if you can drop the recorded video for us after this.
Hey, join, you didn't join. You said I should drop for you. Hey.
No, for me, I've been in the class since it started, but I feel
no, I understand you. No, I'm answering it for the rest of them. You are saying drop it for them, and I say, hey, they should join. They didn't join. I should drop it. Okay, anyway, I will drop it for them.
Yes, please. It's and even for us. I mean, some of us, whilst we are revising, we can still cross-check some of these things. So
yes, Daddy.
That's what I'm asking.
Daddy, I will drop it.
Okay, so maybe before you go,
wait a bit. Let me conclude on this one. Then I save my recordings so that our personal discussion will not come into it. So, termination of customary tenancies. You see, termination by failure of successors. Don't forget what we say, increasing inheritability. So the situation whereby I didn't get anyone to inherit you. You move from Savelugu, Zibela, which is very close to Burkina Faso, and then Togo. And then you came to my village, to Potirikrom. My village is Potirikrom. Came to Potirikrom to do this Abunu Abusa. And then you didn't come with anyone. And unfortunately, something has happened. You said you are going and you come back. You went. You couldn't come back. We have been waiting for 5 years. The cuckoo, it becomes our own. So termination of customary tenancy. I can't just stay there and say that I'm waiting for you to come before I give my cocoa to someone to weed. So we give it to someone else. So by failure of successes, by abandonment, don't forget abandonment is cast across. By the subject matter falling into range. I gave it to you specifically, do cocoa. And the cocoa, you have been doing it, you are doing it all along. Fire outbreak from nowhere came to burn everything. Burnt everything, of which it cannot be repaired. Then automatically, our agreement comes to an end. So that is how it is. By compulsory acquisition, termination of customary tenancy, by customary acquisition. If government says, I'm coming to use the place, you and I have no right to. By forfeiture, by express provision in the agreement, express provision that you do the thing for 20 years. After 20 years, you leave it and go. Express provision. All right.
So assuming the tenant, the agreement was for the tenant to cultivate cocoa. Then all of a sudden, the landlord realized that the tenant has started growing cashew nuts instead of the cocoa. Please, and then disagreement breaks out, and the contract comes to an end. Where will it fall under?
It's automatic. The contract automatically comes to an end. Automatically, it comes to an end because you have breached the term, the warrant.
Okay.
You have breached. Yes, you have breached contract. Don't
So
use it. Don't use it for any. No, don't use it. Don't use it for any other purpose. If you use it, I will take my land. And you have used it. In fact, this one specifically falls under the customary law freehold.
Okay.
When you are doing customary law freehold, you understand this one very well. Customary law freehold. So I think I can save the recordings.
Yes.
So that we do the rest of our discussion. All right. Thank you.